Hello and welcome back to JDA Football. On this episode, there's no Joe, unfortunately. His Wi-Fi's been a bit dodgy, but we will see him later on in the podcast. We'll do a part 2, which he will be in. But for now on, this episode, we've got me and Alex. How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing quite well. It's been pretty sunny. We've had spells of hot weather, so yeah,
Good.
quite relaxing. But sadly, not much is open, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll hit off with the podcast with some transfer news. So, Alex, what have you got over for us in Liverpool?
So Lovren has completed a move from Liverpool to Zenit St. Petersburg in Russia. He had a 6-year spell at Liverpool, which is very long for a defender of his quality, and he did make 186 appearances for the Red side in Merseyside. So he did quote himself as one of the best defenders in the world, which you can't really see anymore. But yeah, I think quite a good signing for Zenit, and they've signed a few good players at the moment. So yeah, we could see them building in the future. But yeah, good business from Liverpool, I think.
Yeah. Also, staying on with Liverpool, Adam Lallana has gone to Brighton for free. It's quite an interesting one, but his contract did run out. I think this is a good signing for Brighton. And is the manager Chris Potter?
Okay. Graham Potter, yeah.
Graham Potter, yeah, sorry. And yeah, I think this would be a very good sign. And Lallana's used to high intensity under Klopp. And I know Potter likes high intensity with Brighton. So it should be a good signing for them. But Tottenham Hotspur, Alex, who have they got?
Tottenham are edging closer to a deal with Southampton for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, the Saints captain, who's been playing there for quite a few seasons now. I think it's 4. He came from Juventus, and they are edging closer to a £25 million deal for the Danish midfielder. So, yeah, and we could be seeing Kyle Walker-Peters go the other way as well. So, yeah, it could be some very nice business from both the Premier League teams there, both sort of on the up now. I know Tottenham have brought in Mourinho and haven't had the best season, but yeah, it could be good business from Southampton.
Yeah, Kyle Walker-Peters obviously on loan from Spurs to Southampton, so they'll try and make that permanent, I'm sure. But I think Højbjerg, I don't know where he'll quite fit in because they've got Sissoko and Harry Winks and CDM, so I don't know whether it's for depth subs. We'll have to see next season. But Manchester City are very close to agreeing a deal with Valencia winger Ferran Torres. So if you don't know anything about this, I think he's Spanish. He is quite young, about in his 20s, young 20s, and yeah, definitely a Pep Guardiola signing. And yeah, we'll expect big things from him next season. What do you think about that signing, Alex?
It's a very nice signing. I know Man City are very good at bringing in young players and them develop into Premier League players, as you've seen with like Gabriel Jesus and Phil Foden, obviously coming out of their academy. But yeah, it could be a very good bit of business from City, and he's a very well-rounded winger as well. I've seen him quite good defensively, and he's rapid as well. So good signing from them.
Yeah.
And sticking with City, they have had a bid accepted for Nathan Ake worth nearly £41 million for the relegated defender from Bournemouth. This could be a very good move for both teams. I think Bournemouth will probably get the better side of it, going down with 40 million in their pockets. So he could be a very good defender for City, but then again, they have got Laporte and a few other centre backs who could possibly play in front of him. So
yeah. When I saw this one come through, I was interested at this one because Bournemouth, it was quoted earlier in January, Chelsea were interested in getting him back, and the fee was 80 million. And now it's gone down to 41 million, so it's virtually been halved. So, yeah, I think he'll fit into the City lineup quite well, but it's whether he gets first team every week. But I'm sure it'll be good for City. But Liverpool, good news for you. Bayern chief confirms that Thiago Alcantara, the number 6 midfielder for Bayern Munich, wants to leave the club this summer. So that's coming from the player. So yeah, I presume Liverpool might put a bid in, but who knows? What did you think about this, Alex? I was a bit shocked how he's come out by this.
So yeah, he's had a quite a good career at Bayern. He's really taken off and won pretty much everything there is to win in Germany. And I can understand why he wants to leave. It's probably getting a bit boring for him. And he is a world-class player. He's got so much skill, and he hasn't showed that around Europe, in my opinion. So I reckon a move probably to the Premier League would be the best option for him. And he is getting to the latest stages of career as well.
Yeah, 29, of course. But what staying in Germany, Alex? Chelsea linked.
So yeah, Bayern Leverkusen sporting director Simon Rolfes has came out and said they have received no bids for Kai Havertz. The 21-year-old is keen to agree a deal with Chelsea, and the fee is believed to be in the region of 70 million, which is for a 21-year-old, 70 million is for any football player, 70 million is a lot of money. But Chelsea are again looking to improve their attack, with also signing Ziyech and Werner earlier on in the transfer window. So this could be very interesting. But Leverkusen apparently have received no bids. So yeah, it might even go somewhere else. You never know.
Yeah, we'll have to see because clubs are sort of short on money, but
yeah,
I'm sure somebody will go and snap him up.
All right. So.
Apparently Liverpool and City weren't, but I think that's gone away now and they're quite good.
Yeah.
But staying with Premier League or former Premier League club Bournemouth, they have unfortunately come to mutual consent to have Eddie Howe leave Bournemouth. This is the man who got them up from, was it League 2 or League 1, straight to the Premier League with like no seasons in between. So that was in 2015 as well. So yeah, no, they came into the Prem, 2015. But yeah, he's done a massive job for Bournemouth, and I'm sure he could become another Premier League manager at another club. What do you think about that, Alex?
So he's a brilliant manager in my eyes. He's kept Bournemouth, who aren't a Premier League club, in the Premier League for so long, and yeah, he's just done all he could, and he should go down as a Bournemouth club legend because he's taken such a small club to such a high place. But yeah, I can understand why he's left, and hopefully he can go to a club like Hull City or Bristol and probably bring them back up to where they belong, like higher up in the league. So yeah, hopefully he can go to another big English club. But yeah, he's done wonders at Bournemouth. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to somewhere like Forest either, because I think they've sacked their manager quite recently, or he's gone to Birmingham. So there might be a job vacancy there for him. But also going back to Germany now, Alex, and United have been linked with a certain player.
So reports suggest that United could sign Kingsley Coman on loan if they fail in their attempt to prize Jadon Sancho away from Borussia Dortmund. This could be a very good signing for United. They have got a couple of good wingers now. We've seen Greenwood come through this season and play through the right wing, which is very good for United. But you never know, Kingsley Coman on loan could bring some extra firepower to their attack, which has already been fairly rapid at the end of this season anyway. So yeah, could be a very good deal for Manchester United there.
Yeah, of course it would be on loan, so it's not a permanent, but I think this is a way for United to just get the media out there to say, look, we're not going full on Sancho, but they are basically. So they're trying to like convert the story so Borussia Dortmund get paid less, or United pay less for Sancho. But I'll go on to Sancho later actually. But Thomas Tuchel, of course, the famous man against Chelsea when me and Alex did that live stream, scored that off the corner. He's signed a 4-year deal with West Ham from Slavia Prague. And yeah, I think it's a good signing for him. He's performed quite well this season, especially after Project Restart. And yeah, fully deserved for me. What did you think about this permanent?
So yeah, a very good signing for West Ham. I thought at the start of the season they probably needed another defensive midfielder who could shoot as well next to Declan Rice, seeing as Mark Noble is getting very old now, and they've brought in Souček on loan, and he's done very, very well, and they're well to sign him on a permanent as well. So yeah, very good business from West Ham, I think.
Yeah, very good. So going to the United news now, and this was a rumour going around today. This is on Sunday. It should come out on the Sunday. But yeah, this is Jadon Sancho. So basically, what's happening is, apparently, rumour has it, is going around that Jadon Sancho will be signed as an official Man United player or be announced on the 7th. I don't know if it'll be on the 7th of August, the 7th of September, 7th of October. I don't have a clue. That's what's going on at the moment. Because apparently we signed Wan-Bissaka on the 29th, and that was his shirt number. And apparently we signed Dan James on the 21st, which is his number apparently, or something like that. I don't think it happened with Maguire, though. So yeah, that's a rumour, so take what you believe of that, I suppose. But yeah, that's all the transfer news roundup. We'll actually go on to the Premier League, like Golden Boot winners, like what's it called, the Playmaker Award. So we'll give our opinions on them as well. So firstly, starting off with the Golden Boot winner, Jamie Vardy. He's the Golden Boot winner for this season, 1920. Alex, do you think it's deserved?
Yeah, he's played well. Obviously, he's got a very good attacking midfield behind him that were able to play him in all season. Maddison, Tielemans. And personally, I would have liked to have seen Danny Ings get it, seeing as he's in not as good a team as Leicester in Southampton, but he's still banging in the goals. But yeah, I'm pleased with Jamie Vardy at such a high age to still be banging in the goals in the Premier League, and hopefully he can do it again next season.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see. But behind him in second and third, or joint second, should I say, was Danny Ings and Aubameyang. They were only one behind. So that was very interesting to see if they could have got it, but unfortunately they didn't. Sterling was 3 behind. But the Playmaker Award, I think it's called, Kevin De Bruyne got that one with, I think it was 20 assists, with Alexander-Arnold being closest with 13 and Robertson with 12, which is insane for the fullbacks. But what did you think about that? I think it's fully deserved, I think, Alex. What about you?
Yeah, I think De Bruyne was just on another level playmaker-wise this season. And yeah, all of his passes were just spot on. And even though Trent and Robertson did come close, and they are obviously very good assist makers as well, I think he was just out of this world this season, and no one came close to him. So yeah, definitely deserved from De Bruyne, I think.
Yeah, also one last award, and it goes to Manchester City's goalkeeper, Ederson, and he wins the Golden Glove. I think Nick Pope was just behind him. It came down to the last day against Norwich. Ederson got the clean sheet, but I think Burnley were playing Brighton, and obviously it was a draw in the end, so Nick Pope did concede. So Ederson got it. I was really gutted for Nick Pope, and I thought Dean Henderson had a shout as well. But yeah, fully deserved. Did you think about it? Did you think he was fully deserved for him?
Well, obviously City have quite a bit a better defence than Burnley, and I think he nowhere near faced as many shots as Nick Pope, and I think Nick Pope was the better goalkeeper this season, but because Ederson had more chances to keep clean sheets, that's the reason he won it. So yeah, I think it's probably deserved from Ederson, seeing as City have spent the most on their defence. But yeah, Nick Pope, in my opinion, probably deserved it. But yeah, can't have everything.
Yeah, unfortunately. But that is the first part wrapped up of this podcast. So hopefully this can come out to you as soon as, which I'm sure it will do, because I'm editing it. So yeah, we've got Joe who will be joining us later, and that should be coming out either tomorrow or Tuesday. So yeah, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for that one. Make sure to go check out all the socials and all that good stuff, and we'll see you tomorrow. See ya.